Side of the ribs, but
these big guys is definitely registering.
oh yeah, you know about it.
we'll wait until the round 3 and round 4, and those body shots in round 1 will play their role.
Ortiz, that short uppercut scored.
Yes, he did. It was pretty nice inside. I like when the guys throw punches in traffic. I mean, it's telling me they're thinking. I mean, they don't have their eyes closed, and they're actually trying these punches. And as a boxer myself, I'm also a fan. I'm a student of the game. I'm always watching from the younger guys and the guys who are inexperienced. I mean, you can learn something from everyone.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I don't believe that anything is ever wasted. You got an opportunity to pick something up. That round, what do you think?
Let's see from the highlights. It looks like Ortiz was losing more defensive, and then Augustine, he showed some offense by using his jab, and he'll use his right hook to the head or the right hook to the body. So that was pretty good, and here comes the right hook to the body. Both of them said, this is the opportunity. I see an opening. I'm gonna take advantage of it. So there's a nice uppercut.
There's that short little uppercut. He worked that a couple of times in that round.
Yes, Ortiz. I think that's a good punch for him. I like to see him put a hook with it when he throws the right uppercut. Throw a left hook with it, so he can get out of the way.
Shot of Gabriel Ortiz as he intently listens to his coach. Got the signal for seconds out. There's the bell for round number 2. Referee Gotcher holding up the action for just a moment. Here we go. Both of these guys are gamers, and they got some decent skills too. They throw a straight jab.
Yeah, they do. And I think that's the best punch you have to have as a boxer. Regardless if you're a bigger guy or small guy, you have to have a good jab, because the jab starts everything, Rich. There's a right hand and a left kind of hook to the body by Augustine.
Difference between pro and amateurs is the jab a more important punch in the amateurs because of the scoring system, the way it's scored.
Absolutely, Rich. It gets everything started. As a pro, sometimes you may only throw maybe 20 punches around, but if they're powerful shots, then they're using the 10-9 must system. They're powerful shots, and one punch wobble a guy, then he would normally win that round. But here, you can wobble a guy and just get pity-pat for another 4 or 5 punches, and you lose the round big.
Each one of those pity-pats or that powerful punch will score. If they score, count.
Absolutely. We haven't seen a whole lot of tying up or holding, if you will, even from the bigger guys. So, it's been a really good, very good tournament. I'm excited. I'm just so happy to be a part of it. Because, these are young talent. Some people we know about, some people we know about now.
That's the beauty of this amateur boxing. You watch these young men grow, follow them through the regionals into the nationals, and hopefully representing Colorado someday on an Olympic team or an international team. But yeah, it's great to come out here because you see the guys like the Kyle Blooms that you've known before, and then you see the young talent. Watch them grow up. I know that Ricky Lopez is a young man that you've watched. I guess he started at 96 pounds, 160,
yeah,
119.
He may have been 80 pounds when he started.
And you watched him grow and progress, and now he is truly possibly the class of the tournament.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, remember, he moved up from 106 pounds to go to 112, to 119. That is a huge difference in such a small weight class. If you have, as you see Ortiz, Augustus, he's using his jab to the body, and that was a 4 or 5 punch combination, but I only saw one scoring blow in that particular segment. And there was I don't know if it was a good punch to the head, but I don't know if it was a scoring blow by Augustine.
Another thing about these two big guys is they seem to be in pretty decent shape. I don't see anybody laying on anybody or sitting back. They're mixing it up.
I mentioned that earlier. There's not a whole bunch of holding going on. These guys, they're trying. They're bigger guys, and they're well schooled and pretty well conditioned. Maybe the bodies doesn't really you know, the true assessment of how good a condition they're in.
Got Gabriel Ortiz a bit of a bloody nose there. Referees are very conscious about that. Sometimes you'll see him actually put the brakes on a round for just a minute, sending the boxers to their corners and have the gloves cleaned off. That was a good shot by Ortiz.
Augustine is looking out. He's looking for something opening. He's throwing a 1-2, but the 1-2 is taking too long to get there. And he's using it around. He's not using the shortest distance or a straight punch. He's using a kind of like a roundhouse right hand, and it's going to the body. And there's a good hard jab. There's the right hook to the body. But you know, we need to get some scoring blows now. We're in round 3. There's one right there.
Seems like Gabriel Ortiz is beginning to show the effects of fatigue here.
A little bit. I mean, I'm hoping he's not playing possum, because this ain't the time to do it. You need to get some points.
Well, you don't have very much time in a 4-round, 2 minutes per round bout.
That was a good right hook to the right hand to the body, and left hook to the head.
You got to get moving.
You got to do more of that.
Not a lot of time to score in amateur boxing. You don't have rounds to feel out your opponent or take a round off. You've got to keep on going.
You know, and if you do, you know, it's got to be for almost a minute in the first round, and then you have to go right to work. It's a good right hand. There's a good jab by Augustine. There's another right hand by Augustine over on the side of Ortiz, left side of his head. There's a body shot. And I think Ortiz's body motion is making the punch look more effective than it is. He's rolling down. He's rolling with the punch, but it looks like it's more of a devastating blow.
Augustine throws some good shots. He's got some skills. Straight jabs, comes back. Didn't look too bad that round.
No, he didn't. No, not at all. I'm just trying to check the eyes of the corners and seeing if they're coming back.
Well, we got one more round to go, so we'll find out who is the Golden Gloves 201+ pound champion right after this next round. Here's some scoring shots.
Here's the right hand, left hook to right hand to the body, left hook to the head by Ortiz, and now Augustine holds him rightfully, and now he goes his own jab and right hook to the body and the right hook to the head, and then he tries to uppercut and gets caught with a left hook in traffic. Sometimes the coaches tell you a good offense is a good defense. You always got to be conscious of defense all the time, because punches come in, especially these big boys. One punch can change the complex of a round or of a bout.
We got strategies going on in the corners, and Frankie Sanchez is in the blue corner finding out what the
Gabriel
strategies
Ortiz.
are. Frankie's in Gabriel Ortiz's corner.
Hey, Jim, what'd you tell Gabriel during that round, and what'd you encourage him to do?
Get busy, and if he wanted to switch, go ahead and switch on him, because he can fight left-handed also.
It's an interesting fight. Is he going to go down to decision, or does he need a knockout?
If he gets enough numbers, the way they count. I mean, they ain't killing each other out there. They're just two big men trying to do the best they can.
Thanks a lot, Jim.
Interesting observation there. The numbers, and that shows how this scoring works. If you can tally enough numbers in a round, you might be able to overcome a deficit that you built up in the first 3. But the 4th round is always important because it's your last opportunity to impress the ringside judges.
It's definitely a numbers game, Rich. I mean, you can understand the numbers game. Just score and get out. I mean, hit him more than he hits you. And Augustine is trying.
You know, listening to you, DeVero, boxing is indeed a sweet science, very complicated. The way you throw the punches, what you're trying to set up, but you reduced it down to exactly what it is, throwing and scoring more punches than the other guy. The science is boiled down to numbers.
You can't get away from it. Hit and not get hit.
That's it.
And not get hit as much. Here's Augustine. Looking for the jab. Ortiz is throwing an uppercut, throwing a few combinations. This time the speed will really help both guys. There's 4 punches and got 2 scoring blows. There's a little uppercut, but I don't think they scored the uppercut.
Physically and considering condition, they're both about equal. We got a stoppage in the action. Referee Shell Gottschall's concerned about the blood on the face of Gabriel Ortiz, so he instructs him to clean it off.
As we mentioned, Coach Jim is taking his own sweet time, getting the blood off, and he's put the towel on the floor, pouring the water on the towel, and then he brought his guy another 15 seconds. This is important. It's critical, in the 4th round.
That's about all we got left is 15 seconds, and then we're going to find out who the Golden Glove 2005 201+ A-class champion is.
There's a right hook by Ortiz. He may shook up Augustine just a bit in his left uppercut. I think Ortiz finished strong. I would give the assistant to his coach for giving him 15 seconds to catch his breath.
The assist goes to the coach in case there's a victory here.
Exactly. That's coaching at its finest point.